Hey everybody, just a moment here. They were doing a deck profile on Fiendsmith Evil Eye. I took this deck to locals the other day and did pretty damn well. Almost went undefeated. I played 4 rounds. Round 1 was against Mimical Metalmorph, I think it was. Went 2-0. Round 2 was against Gladiator Beast. Went 2-0 again. Round 3 was against Tempai Cashier. Went 2-0 again. And then round 3, I went 0-2 against Razio because I did not open good at all. I literally the worst hands of the night somehow, like completely unplayable. Anyway, getting into the deck profile, we're on 3 copies of Cerzio, Watcher the Evil Eye. When this card is normal summoned, you can search for an Evil Eye card from your deck to your hand, except itself. Also, if this card is equipped with Celine, quick effect, you can target a special summon monster the opponent controls and pop it. After you use this effect, though, during your standby phase after it was activated, destroy a card you control. Next up, we play 3 copies of Bellatrix, Familiar of the Evil Eye. This is a level 3, which we play quite a few of the level 3s. If you control an Evil Eye card, and this card is in your hand or graveyard, quick effect, you can special summon this card with banishment leaves the field. During your opponent's turn, you can quick effect immediately after this card resolves. Link summon an Evil Eye, link monster using monsters you control as material. Also, when you do, you can also use the Evil Eye equip spells. You can treat them as monsters as well, which is pretty cool. I didn't particularly use a link summon effect at all. I pretty much just use this guy as like material for shit. I never actually used him for like the quick effect link. We're on 1 copy of Basilisk, Familiar of the Evil Eye. If you control an Evil Eye monster, you can special this card from your hand. You can only special summon Basilisk once per turn. During your main phase, you can send in 1 Evil Eye spell trap from deck to the grave. The secondary effect is pretty cool in the fact that you can like trigger stuff like your Gorgiano and like shit like that, which is really important. Also, in 1 copy of Catoblepas. These cards are really weirdly named. Basically, you can target an Evil Eye spell trap you control once per turn until the end of the next turn. That card cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. Also, if you control an Evil Eye monster other than itself, while this card's in your grave, you can special it, but banish it when it leaves the field. We're pretty much using this solely for that secondary effect. Sometimes the first effects come up. I think it came up like 1 time during the entire tournament. That's pretty much it for the Evil Eye monsters. Moving on to the spells. We're on 3 copies of Domain. This card is fucking crazy. So when it's activated, you can search for an Evil Eye monster from deck to hand once per turn during damage calc if your Evil Eye monster is attacked while you control the equip spell. You can make the battle damage you take from that battle also inflict to your opponent, so it's kind of like Nightmare Pain, but not nearly as good. Also, if this card in the field zone is destroyed by card effect, you can target an Evil Eye monster in grave and add it to your hand. You can also pop it with yourself, so because we play a bunch of level 3s, we can actually go into Break Sword, going second, and then pop our own field spell to, like, grab a guy. We're also on the 1 Terraforming, of course. We're on 3 copies of Evil Eyes Unleashed. It reads, send 1 Evil Eye monster and 1 Evil Eye spell trap from deck to your grave as cost in order to search for an Evil Eye equip spell from deck to hand. For the rest of the turn, after you activate a non-Evil Eye card or effect, you lose 500 life points. If you link summon an Evil Eye Link monster, you can banish this card from your graveyard, equip an Evil Eye spell trap, or an equip spell from your grave to an Evil Eye Link monster. So the secondary effect is pretty cool, comes up quite often. Also, the first effect is crazy, just being able to send for a cost. However, the burn effect does suck, but it combos nicely with Gorgiano, which came up quite a lot. Typically, you'll burn yourself for like 25, maybe 30, around there. If like you don't do it early. Anyway, we're on 2 copies of Gorgiano. This is one of the equip spells. It's treated as Celine in the back row. Also, while your life points are lower than your opponent's, the equipped monster gains attack equal to the difference. Also, you can banish this card from your grave and discard 1 Evil Eye card to search for an Evil Eye spell trap. This card is pretty goddamn nuts. Celine's alright. We're only playing 1 of. This comes up occasionally. You can self-burn 1,000 to set this in your back row from the graveyard. Also, it can only be equipped to an Evil Eye monster. It can't be destroyed by battle or card effects. If your opponent cannot target it with card effects either. Also, each time you activate a equipped monster's effect, or you activate another Evil Eye spell trap card, the equipped monster gains 500, and then you lose 500 life points. This attack remains even if this card leaves the field. This came up like once or twice. I really only like buffed my guy like once off of like the off the trap. Playing one copy of Awakening, pretty much you can special a Evil Eye monster from hand or grave, and if you control the equip spell in your back row, you can special a Evil Eye from deck instead. I played this at 1. I saw this like once, but I didn't even need it. I already had game, so like there really wasn't a point to it. Occasionally you will have like a moment where like you kind of want to revive something or whatever, or like summon a guy from deck. Occasionally, this does come up, but it's not great. It's definitely a one-of. And finally, for the Evil Eye package, we're playing one copy of Retribution. It's a counter trap that reads, when a spell trap is activated while you control an Evil Eye monster, negate the activation. If you do, pop it. And if you control the equip spell in your back row, this card's activation cannot be negated. That's pretty much it for the Evil Eye stuff. Moving on to the Fiendsmith stuff. Finally have my 3 engravers, the 1 Lacrima, Lurie. I'm playing 2 tracks. I'm on 40 right now, I'm pretty sure. Maybe 41, somewhere right around there. Honestly, play a 3rd track. I just couldn't get a 3rd track in time for this video, as well as tournament, so we're just playing 2. 3 copies of Droplet. Droplet's really good in this deck, not only as like a breaker, but it's also great for interruption if you go first, being able to set it, and also you can like pitch it from your hand, which is really good, because quite a few of your cards do want to be in the grave. So it's just a great card to have. Call by, 3 Ash, 3 Imperm, 3 Droll. These were all very high impact hand traps. I saw these a lot. They were very impactful. Honestly, I probably would like maybe try to find a space to throw a Nibbin main, just because that's another really impactful card this format. But yeah, these are all like really impactful hand traps. I would not change them. Moving on to the extra, we're on 1 copy of Desiree, 1 Necroquip. We're on Mellow Melody, the Brass Djinn. This is a Light Fiend rank 3. Because you can actually cheat gameplay mechanics. If your guys need to be banished when you hit the graveyard, you can rank up 2 of them into a Mellow Melody, then link off into a Requiem, and then your materials will be sent to the grave because they technically weren't like on the field or some shit. So pretty much like bypasses gameplay mechanics, so you can use them like later on or whatever, which is cool. But it took me so fucking long to find this card, and it did not come up once. I did not summon this card at all. This guy just sat in my extra deck for the entire match, like everything. We're playing 1 copy of Breaksword. Again, you can, if you go second, you can pop your own field spell, which is cool. Caesar came up quite a bit. Typhon did not come up at all. It's a Fiend as well, which is cool, but like it didn't come up. The 1 Requiem, Sequence, Augum Day, Closed Moon, of course. I went to Closed Moon a ton, did not go into Mellow Melody at all. We're playing Gorgon, Empress of the Evil Eye, Zerazeal, the Ruler of the Evil Eye. Did not go into this card at all. Gorgon's really good though, because takes 2 monsters, including an Evil Eye monster. Gains 100 attack for each Evil Eye card with different names in your grave. And if this card's equipped with the Equip Spell Quick Effect, you can target an effect monster your opponent controls, negate the effects at the end of the turn. If you use this effect, once per turn during the next standby phase, pop a card this card points to. Nothing bad happens if you can't pop a card. But it does point up and down, so you can pop a card your opponent summons there if they don't read. The Zerazeal, Ruler of the Evil Eye, reads 2+ Evil Eye monsters. If this card was linked to someone using a monster with 26,000 or higher attack as material, it can make a second attack during each battle phase. If this card is equipped with the Equip Spell Quick Effect, target a card your opponent controls, destroy it. During the next standby phase, after you activate this, negate the effects of 1 effect monster this card currently points to. And it points diagonal, down left, down right, and then of course the up. So it can of course like negate the opponent's cards, but like they're probably not going to summon to that zone. We're playing one Muckraker. Albao went crazy in this deck. I summoned this guy quite a lot. SP did not summon at all. I think I summoned SP once, but pretty much all of her stuff's like Fiend or whatever. Which is fine. I was considering playing the Unchained package. I didn't though, just because we play a couple bricks already. Side, playing Nib, 3 Lancia. My locals is really heavy on Malice and Rizio. 3 Thrust, 2 Dark Ruler, Duster, 2 Evenly, and the 1 D Barrier. I'm gonna be honest, I really only sided in the Thrust, the Duster, and like D Barrier. For like 1 game, I sided in D Barrier. Pretty much everything else I did not really touch, which is fine. But yeah, that's pretty much deck profile. A little bit of a combo guide, I guess we can get into real quick. This deck is pretty cool in the fact that like Domain and like Cerzio are like 1-card combos. So, like, let's just say like we have like Cerzio, either Cerzio or Domain, either one works, and like any name to like discard. We can say like Bellatrix. So when normal Cerzio, search. You can either search like Domain, or you can search the Unleashed if you want. I typically don't like searching Unleashed early just because it's not great. But Domain will let you search for any Evil Eye monster, so there's like a couple different guys you can choose. I normally choose Bellatrix just because it's a free summon and a dump. Bellatrix summon, activate effect to Foolish my Gorgiano. Gorgiano banish, pitch, and then search for Celine. And this is where I'll link off for Moon. Link Moon off for Requiem. Requiem Tribute to summon the Lacrima from deck. Lacrima Foolish Engraver. Requiem Equip. Then we'll send those 2 off to make the Princess, of course. Engraver, shuffle back Moon. Or to summon. Either you can like go into Caesar here, or what I like to do a lot is just go into Sequence. And then recycle Caesar, Requiem, and Lacrima. And then go into Desiree. Then I'll, typically if I have like another like way to get to it, like if I open up track, then you can summon your Bellatrix or whatever from grave, which is cool. Typically, you'll probably open like Unleashed. I saw that card a lot with like a setup like this. Pretty much this is where you would Unleashed here, so we could like the minimum amount of damage. Pretty much what you're trying to do is get like Sequence and Desiree into grave. If you have a card available to discard to make Albao, then Albao will like return during the end phase, and then you get your Desiree back. Equip Sequence from grave to it, and ideally you can also get Cerzio out. And also, if you're lucky and have enough extension, you can get Gorgon out as well, which is pretty cool. Pretty much just like the most basic line that you can possibly do with this deck. But like opening up different hands will greatly like dictate what you can make. Typically though, like the bare minimum is like you can just do like the Fiendsmith shit, which is the easiest part of this deck. Pretty much that's what I'll go to first, and then anything that I open up afterwards, like the Unleash and all that, then I'll start comboing off after I have like the Fiendsmith stuff set up. Just kind of like protecting my own field and all that, baiting out my opponent's cards for the more impactful ones, technically. But yeah, that's the deck profile. Let me know what you guys thought about it. I'm a big fan of Evil Eye now. I'll probably be making a video or 2 more, probably like an in-depth combo guide or something, like a primer at some point. I do plan on making a new one for Hero because there's new stuff out, and new format and such. Anyway, thanks for watching. Yeet.